Hello, good evening from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in Serekunda, Talinding to be precise, and wherever you might be getting our voices and signals from, you're most welcome to the SK East, and if you may like it, call it the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and it is the venue that is currently hosting the crucial fixture between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa FC, and the game is currently live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium and live on LSTV on both Facebook and YouTube. At the commentary decks as usual, Parliament Fati, Kimu Kanyi, and behind the camera is Osman Kamara. And we are currently on the way from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in the contest between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa. This is the second game for Ebbeh Gii Football Club after having a 4-2 victory over Jolakunda in their first outing, whilst Maccassa is playing their fourth game as far as this year's Serekunda is Summer Nawettan is concerned. And this game is up against Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and the game is currently on and live on LSTV on both Facebook and YouTube. Before handing the mic to Kemo Kanyi, a quick rundown on the starting 11 for Ebbeh Gii FC. And Ebbeh Gii starts with Vensa Mendy 1 in goal, Yusufa Mane 19, Omar Dabo 15, Mohamed Dumbuya number 6, Mohamed Tamba 14, Ibrahim Assane number 12, Alex Najid number 8, Edmond Mendy number 5, Ibrahim Sekan 11, Musa Jao 7, Omar Suso 21. Completes the 11 for Ebbeh Gii FC, whilst Maccassa starts with Aliou Jallo 16 in goal, Moduk Nicole 13, Ba Demba Kamara number 15, Alaji Nyang number 6, Paseni Fai number 5, Babukar Jase 4, Joseph Pereira number 17, Mohamed Kamara 8, Mohamed Jobate number 7, Modlamin Jame 18, Omar Jase number 10. Completes the 11 for Maccassa Football Club. And Kemo Kanyi, welcome to the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and we have seen an electric scenes from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, starting from the fans to whatsoever we are seeing at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. It's just electric here.
Yes, very well. Thank you so much. But today is a change of ground for this particular two teams. Though we were here the last time featuring this Ebbeh Gii game, but now we are here to feature Maccassa versus Ebbeh Gii game in the Serekunda East Nawettan proper, where both teams will want to win this particular game. Maccassa rather in their fourth game, playing in this group stage game, while that of the Ebbeh Gii side will want to make this a double win out of the two games that they will play in, because they have played their fourth game and won against Jolakunda by 4 goals to 2. So that they win this particular game. But while that of the Maccassa, the job that they have in their hands is that we are playing our fourth game, so let us also try to win this and then be on level points with that of the Ebbeh Gii side by winning against them. So that alone, but also the fan turnout here is also very electric, as you have earlier mentioned. Serekunda is none of these. I mean, when it comes to football, fans will turn out in their large numbers to making sure that they come out and watch their teams play. So we have witnessed so many updates in the Serekunda East as well. So I mean, the organization, in fact, the pitch condition has also been improved. I believe, because the last time we were here, the condition of the pitch was terribly bad. But today it's seemingly it is better than our first game when we were here the last time. So it's a good game. We are looking forward to a very nice encounter between these two teams, because these are two giants when it comes to Serekunda East football, especially in the Nawettan. When you talk about Maccassa and you talk about Ebbeh Gii, people will tell you these are very big teams within Serekunda East Nawettan. So those two giants taking on against one another will not be an easy encounter.
Thank you very much. It is one of the biggest, if not the biggest games as far as this fixture is concerned. And the clash is between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club, and it is all coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And the game is live on LSTV on both Facebook and YouTube. At the commentary deck, just as I said earlier, Palamin Fati, Kemo Kanyi, and behind the camera is Osman and Niman Satajam. And it's going to be a throw in for Maccassa Football Club. A long one into the half of Ebbeh Gii. This time ball being headed out. Maccassa are trying to have their way out. Great control by the number 18, who controls that ball beautifully. Lays the ball to the advancing player. Player goes to ground. Central referee waving for a play on. Ebbeh Gii will try to keep the ball in play. Too strong. And it's going to be a throw in on the far side for the boys in red, Maccassa Football Club. And Maccassa will now have the opportunity to get Alaji Nyang. Alaji Nyang will surely get that. This time it is Ebbeh Gii who picks possession. Not for too long. Maccassa regained possession. Player goes to ground. He's been rewarded. And the number 8 for Maccassa Football Club, Mohamed Kamara, goes to ground, and he's been rewarded by the central referee, and he is currently back on his feet. No troubles for the player, and it's going to be Maccassa to benefit. Number 17, Joseph Pereira, will be given the opportunity. Pereira gets that ball on the left side now to the surging number 5, who controls that ball beautifully, Paseni Fai. Paseni drops the ball for the advancing number 8, who controls that ball, Mohamed Kamara. Mohamed back to the central defense and team captain for Maccassa Football Club, and the team captain is the number 15, Bademba Kamara, who gets the ball forward. And Ebbeh Gii trying to get that ball, and the flag of the assistant referee is being raised on the far side for a throw in, for the throw in on the far side. And it's going to be an advantage for Ebbeh Gii Football Club in their own half. And Ebbeh Gii will now have the opportunity. And the goalkeeper, you could see, Vincent Mendy, is urging his players to move forward. Vincent receives the ball in their own half on the left side of the attack for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Ebbeh Gii launches a quick one, trying to get the player up front. And the ball is too strong, and the ball rolls out for a throw-in on the far side. And you are reminded that Ebbeh Gii Football Club is being coached by Verom Jata, whilst Modlamin Dabo is the assistant to Zerom. Whilst Maccassa Football Club are being coached by Antuman Fall, whilst Keba Kujabi is the assistant for Maccassa Football Club. And Maccassa in their own half picks possession, and the player trying to get the ball forward, and he's been wrestled down by the centre forward, and he's been penalised. Advantage to Maccassa Football Club, and the team captain and number 15, Bademba Kamara, will surely take this effort. Maccassa Football Club are currently playing from our left, from our right to left, from our commentary decks, dressed in their colourful red colours, whilst Ebbeh Gii Football in their mixture of black and white shirts, black shorts and black socks. And it's a throw-in on the far side for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and Ebbeh Gii are currently playing their second game after defeating Jolakunda 4-2 in the first contest, whilst Maccassa are playing their very first game as far as this year's Serekunda is Summer Nawettan is concerned. They will be hoping for a victory here in their first game, and if they want to do that, they have to do that against Ebbeh Gii Football Club, who earlier defeated Jolakunda in their first outing. Maccassa Football Club will benefit in a mixture of white and red socks. Maccassa inches of the dividing line, and Maccassa are currently playing from our right to left. Maccassa delivered that long and high one into the half of Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Ball being headed out partially, finally cleared by Ebbeh Gii, who will try to launch a quick counter attack, not for too long. Maccassa regain possession, squares the ball on the left side now. It's going to be a chase for the number 18, Modlamin Jame, and the ball is too strong for Jame to connect, and a throw in to Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and Ebbeh Gii will use the right side of the attack. This time Maccassa heads the ball, not a great one. Ebbeh Gii with another one, and the central referee awards an infringement to Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and Maccassa will have some defensive work to do here. Ebbeh Gii Football Club, currently playing from our left to right, from our commentary decks, will now benefit from this, and the central defender and number 15 will solely take this, Omar Dabo. Omar will play the ball back to the goalkeeper, Vincent Mendy. Vincent in his green colours, physically built up goalkeeper for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. This time Ebbeh Gii launches a quick one, trying to use the left side now. Great control by the advancing player, great back heel, still trying to tussle, and Ebbeh Gii regain possession quickly. Player goes to ground. Is that going to be a foul play on the central referee? That was definitely very close for Ebbeh Gii Football Club to find the back of the net, but unfortunately for them, they could not find the back of the net, and the score remains nil apiece between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club. Kemo Kanyi, that was definitely very close for Ebbeh Gii Football Club to find the back of the net at the Serekunda Mini Stadium.
Yes, indeed, very close chance for the Ebbeh Gii side, but we are unfortunate that the last player to places the ball very well, but I mean it went away inches over the goal line, and then it went outside for a goal kick to that of the Maccassa side. I believe Maccassa, they will be this will be a wake-up chance for them, so that they will be very much mindful of the way that this Ebbeh Gii side is trying to attack onto them. So in a game when you are playing, you need to be very much focused, and I believe the game has just started. Some players, before they get themselves into the game, it takes a little longer. So let's see what happens here, whether they will try to make sure that they make amendments to this kind of erroneous mistakes that they are currently causing especially in the defense line before the game moves further.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi, and in case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in Talending, and the game is currently between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club in this year's Serekunda East Summer Nawettan. And Ebbeh Gii, this time Maccassa Football Club, regain possession. Maccassa to the central defender, heads the ball to the left side of the attack. Great control by the number 5, who controls that ball beautifully past Senify. This time player goes to ground, advantage punish Senify, and the central referee has already given an infringement to Maccassa Football Club, and Maccassa will now benefit inches of the dividing line, and the central defender Modu Nicole will take that. Modu Nicole will solely effect this set piece for Maccassa Football Club. Maccassa playing from our right to left from our commentary decks. Nicole launches in a long one. Left-footed drive, way off target, and a goal kick to Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And Ebbeh Gii's goalkeeper, Vincent Mendy, will take this delivery for the boys in black and yellow, Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And Ebbeh Gii will now have Omar Dabo to take this. Omar to Vincent Mendy, the goalkeeper. Vincent, the goalkeeper, plays the ball to his defender on the left side of Ebbeh Gii's attack. Ebbeh Gii launches in a long one, not a great one. Great control by Maccassa Football Club. This time it is Mohamed Jobate who gets the ball quickly straight into the gloves of Vincent Mendy. No problems for the physically built-up goalkeeper for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Launches in a long one on the far side. Unfortunately, the flag of the assistant referee being raised on the far side, and a throw into Maccassa Football Club. Maccassa gets that quickly, a glancing header, and the centre forward will chase. Omar Dabo to the rescue of Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and it's going to be another throw-in for the boys in red, Maccassa Football Club, who are currently playing from our right to left, from our commentary decks, whilst Ebbeh Gii kicks from our left to right. Maccassa are playing their first game as far as this year's Serekunda is Somat Nawettan is concerned, whilst Ebbeh Gii are playing their second game. They had a victory against Jola Kunda in their first game. This time Ebbeh Gii picks possession, moving the ball forward. This is the number 11 for Ebbeh Gii, trying to cause some problems for Maccassa Football Club. Squares the ball on the far side, and the assistant referee's flag is being raised on the far side against Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and Maccassa will now have the opportunity to effect. Once again, it's the number 15 and central defender, Bademba Kamara, to take. Bademba Kamara will solely effect this set piece for Maccassa Football Club. And on the far side, it's a throw in. This time Ebbeh Gii will benefit. And we have seen electric scenes coming from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. We have a massive turnout, as the Serekunda East Mini Stadium is definitely jam-packed here. Since the 3 p.m. game between Jola Kunda and Bantaba, where Bantaba defeated Jola Kunda by a goal to nil. And in the 5 p.m. contest, this game is against Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club in the 5 p.m. contest. And the Serekunda East Mini Stadium is full to its capacity in this contest. Maccassa picks possession in their own half, chips the ball for the advancing player. Not a very good control. Ebbeh Gii regain possession. Omar Dabo, central defender, gets the ball to the team captain, who controls that ball beautifully. And they will now use the right side of the attack. The number 11 chases. Can he control the ball in play? Unfortunately, he could not. The ball rolls out for a throw into Maccassa Football Club, and Maccassa will now have the opportunity to get this through the number 5, Paseni. Paseni gets that quickly. Omar Dabo tussles against the centre forward, and it's an advantage this time to Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Omar Dabo, central defender, squares the ball to his defensive partner, and the goalkeeper, Vincent Mendy, is now asking the central defender to move forward. Number 6 and central defender for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. They'll try to get the ball forward. This time, clearance, player goes to ground, and he was protesting for a foul to be given, but the central referee not the least interested, and the player in question is Bademba Kamara. And Bademba Kamara, that seems to be a collision between the two players, one for Ebbeh Gii Football Club and the other for Maccassa Football Club. And in case you're just joining us, we're coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, indeed at a jam-packed Serekunda East Mini Stadium. The supporters and fans are definitely electric here. We have a great fan base behind Ebbeh Gii Football Club, whilst we also have another great fan base behind Maccassa Football Club, and we are definitely loving whatsoever we are seeing here as far as the support base from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium is concerned. And we have already played 15 minutes into this contest, and the score remains barren between Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Ebbeh Gii drills the ball forward. A header, not a great one. No problems for the goalkeeper for Maccassa Football Club, Aliu Jallo. And Aliu urges his central defenders to move forward. Kemo Kanyi, we have played 15 minutes into this contest, and the score remains barren.
Yes, very well, the Maccassa side are playing their first game, so they wouldn't want to concede the goal here so early, and then with that, that will disturb their course to qualifying, because it's a 5-team group, so each perhaps two of these groups here two of the teams in the group or 3 will be making their way into the next round. So if you lose your first game, it is going to be very difficult for you to get yourself there. For that, the Ebbeh Gii side, they have have won their first game, and then they would want to replicate the performance that they have made in the first game, so that they will win this other one again and then see themselves up on the table here. Because we have in the earlier game where Jolakunda got defeated again, because this is the second game that they have played in. They played against that of the Ebbeh Gii side and lost to Ebbeh Gii by 4 goals to 2. And in the earlier game today, they played against Bantaba, a team that hailed from Fajikunda, and then lost to Bantaba as well by a lone goal 2-0. So you can see that of the Jolakunda side have lost both of their opponent games, and then this is the turn for the Maccassa side to making sure that they also win this, so that they can have 3 points and then be on the same points, level on points with Bantaba and that of the Ebbeh Gii side. So they wouldn't want to concede the goal here. This is why you have seen such a good game, and also a very good start to this particular game. Both of these two sides have started the game very well, but we have seen the game is much balanced in the way in the side of the Ebbeh Gii side, because they are the team that is currently pressurizing this Maccassa side. But that is perhaps has to be the strategy that Maccassa is trying to employ here, because they don't want to concede the goal first, knowing that this is our first game. Let's try to go and then defend very well and then try to score against them, so that we can be level on points with them. So that could be a strategy that they employ. You can see the way they are approaching this game. That tells you a lot about this, the importance of this game to this Maccassa side.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kani, and it's going to be a quick counter attack. Unfortunately, the player for Maccassa is being penalized by the assistant referee's flag on the far side, and it's an advantage for Ebbeh Gii Football Club to benefit. Omar Dabo, central defender, and the central referee is now asking the player to come forward. Ebbeh Gii gets that quickly to the goalkeeper Vensa Mendy. Vensa Mendy, right-footed delivery, launches in a long one into the half of Maccassa. Clearance from the central defender, not agreed one. Ebbeh Gii picks possession, and that's a class. Player goes to ground, back on his feet. Ebbeh Gii benefits from a throw-in, quickly taken by Ebbeh Gii, and the flag of the assistant referee being raised against Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And this time Maccassa will benefit, and the right wing back and number 6, Alaji Nyang, will take this for Maccassa Football Club. And Maccassa are currently playing from our right to left from our commentary deck in their red colours. Ebbeh Gii with a clearance into the 18-yard area. The goalkeeper Aliu Jalo for Maccassa Football Club is just there in time to gather that ball with ease, quickly taken. This time the central defender and number 13 Modu Nicole Modu, central defender for Maccassa Football Club. Not a very good one from Nicole, and it's going to be a throw-in to Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and Ebbeh Gii will now have the opportunity. Right wing back and number 14 will take this for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, Mohamed Tamba. Mohamed gets that quickly to the wing, to the advancing player for Ebbeh Gii, and unfortunately they've been penalized by the assistant referee, and it's a throw into Maccassa Football Club. Omar Dabo goes to ground. Central referee waved in for a play on. Player tries to dribble, passes marker, goes to ground, and he's been rewarded by the central referee, and the center forward for Maccassa and number 10 Omar Jase goes to ground. He's been rewarded by the central referee. An advantage to Maccassa Football Club. And in case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the Serekunda Ismini Stadium, and the game is live on LSTV on both Facebook and YouTube. And at the commentary decks, as usual, Parliament Fati, Kemo Kani, and behind the camera is Osman Kamara. Special thanks to all those that are currently watching us live on LSTV1 from the Serekunda Ismini Stadium. And if you are watching us from the Gambia, other parts of Africa, Europe and America, a very big tap on your shoulders, as we are currently live from the Serekunda Ismini Stadium to bring you up to speed as far as this year's Serekunda East Summer Nawettan is concerned. And this evening is a clash between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club in the SESDO Summer Nawettan. The second game from Ebbeh Gii was the first for Maccassa Football Club. The player tries to dribble past his marker, and we have the player who tries to move on the far side, switch the play from the right to the left hand side, and the player tries to control the ball on the far side, succeeds, and the flag of the assistant referee this time is being raised against the player, and Ebbeh Gii will benefit. Ebbeh Gii Football Club gets that quickly in the half of Maccassa Football Club. Maccassa on a defensive mission, gets that quickly. This is the number 4 Babukar Jasi for Maccassa, squares the ball on the left side now. The number 18 chases. Maccassa Football Club, Modlamin Jame, Modlamin to the number 5 now, who will solely look for further options. Passeni to the advancing player who controls that ball beautifully. Maccassa trying to get something here. Ball being punched away by the goalkeeper, but unfortunately, the flag of the assistant referee has been raised on the far side. Great build-up coming from Maccassa Football Club. Kemo Kani, and you can hear those claps coming from the supporters of Maccassa Football Club.
Yes, it's a great build-up there, but in the end, it was an offside from the central, the linesman in the far end. So, but it has been a very great game. You're looking at the connection between the defense line through the midfield and then to the far end player, and then who also squares the ball through the midfield, but the ball was cheap inside the area, and then eventually it was way for an offside against the Maccassa side. But it has been a great build-up for them, and then when they play like that, I believe they will be able to do something about this particular game. Both teams have at least get their fair share of this encounter, and then try to build up so many good football into the opponent's part that will scare the opponent that yes, we are playing against a very tough side.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kani, and back to the live commentary from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And you will definitely want to know that the Serekunda East Mini Stadium is definitely full to its capacity. 22 minutes on the clock. Nothing separates these two in Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club. And this is one of the biggest crowds that we have ever seen at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium this evening in the contest between Ebbeh Gii and Maccassa Football Club. And this game is live on LSTV on both Facebook and YouTube at the commentary decks as usual. Parliament Party, Kemo Kani, and behind the cameras Osman and Niman Saracham. Ebbeh Gii with a corner, floats the ball. Omar Dabo with a header. Inches over the bar, and Maccassa Football Club will benefit from a goal kick. It was a great corner from the number 5 for Ebbeh Gii Football Club in Edmund Mendy, and his delivery reached Omar Dabo, whose header sailed over the bar, and a goal kick to Maccassa Football Club, and Macassa's goalkeeper will surely effect this goal kick for the boys in red, Maccassa Football Club. And the goalkeeper is Aliu Jallo. Aliu urges his players to move forward. And in this group, we have Maccassa Football Club, Ebbeh Gii Football Club, Bantabas, Jola Kunda, and New Germany. And in the first game, where Ebbeh Gii Football Club played against Jola Kunda, it was a 4-2 victory for Ebbeh Gii Football Club against Jola Kunda. And in the second game, Jola Kunda lost against Bantaba in the 3 p.m. contest this afternoon. And in the 5 p.m. game, this is where we have Ebbeh Gii Football Club taking on Maccassa Football Club. Ebbeh Gii in their second, whilst Maccassa are playing their very first game in this contest. And Maccassa this time around will benefit from an advantage in their own half. The team captain Bademba Kamara will take that, launches the ball forward into the half of Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and it's going to be a chase for Maccassa. And Ebbeh Gii allows that ball to roll out for a goal kick, and a goal kick to the boys in yellow and black, Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and their goalkeeper Vensa Mendy will effect. Vensa to Omar Dabo. Omar is one of the central defenders. Omar back to Vensa, the goalkeeper. Vensa Mendy, physically build up goalkeeper. And we almost have all the players of Maccassa Football Club behind the ball. We have the number 10 trying to chase the ball. Omar Dabo controls that ball beautifully. Omar back to the goalkeeper Vensa once again. And it is Ebbeh Gii in their own half. Vensa Mendy drills the ball this time to the left side of their attack. Ebbeh Gii Football Club will build an attack, launches the ball forward, trying to connect the center forwards. Too strong. And a throw in for Maccassa Football Club. And Maccassa will now have the opportunity to effect that throw in, and the number 6 will surely take that. Alaji Nyang. Alaji Nyang is the goalkeeper, or the right wing back rather, for Maccassa Football Club. The right wing back is Alaji Nyang for Maccassa. And I think they're going to make some changes. That's going to be a change of ball, and Maccassa Football Club will still be given the opportunity, but the central referee is asking the player to get the ball back, and the player in question is Alaji Nyang, who is operating at the right wing back. And we have definitely seen electric scenes from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and indeed we have colorful fan base here coming from Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club in this 5 p.m. contest from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. A player for Ebbeh Gii Football Club is currently down. Maccassa picks possession into the center circle, squares the ball on the right side now. Maccassa trying to connect, they've been dispossessed. Ebbeh Gii regain possession. This time player tries to dribble past a group of players. This time still going. Ebbeh Gii Football Club on the left side now. Player trying to chase on the far side. And the ball is too strong for him, and a throw in for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And there's a player for Ebbeh Gii currently down injured. And the central referee is currently down on the player and will now call on the medics to come to the rescue of the player. Already, the medic is already on the pitch trying to assess the player who is currently down for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And in this group, Ebbeh Gii are in the same group alongside Maccassa, Bantaba Football Club, Jolakunda and New Germany. And the player in question for Ebbeh Gii Football Club is currently receiving medical attention. And it is definitely a jam-packed Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Whenever you come to the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, they will always tell you we are the best and the finest when it comes to support base. And then we have seen that being manifested. We have seen that being manifested on the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. There we go. This time Ebbeh Gii now trying to get something here. Ball been blocked in there by Maccassa Football Club. Ebbeh Gii regained possession. Solid defensive work by Maccassa and a corner. And it's going to be a corner for Ebbeh Gii this time around, and Maccassa will surely have some defensive work to do. It's a corner, Ebbeh Gii to benefit. Kemokanyi, I was talking about the fan base from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, so we'll surely get that after this corner. Ebbeh Gii will take this corner. Ebbeh Gii floats the ball into the area of Maccassa Football Club, and already the ball is already off the area, and a goal kick to Maccassa Football Club. Kemokanyi, looking at the presence of the support base here, I think it has been a massive turnout coming from the support base at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. What somebody might even say this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest crowd that we have ever seen at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in this 5 p.m. contest. When we came here in the 3 p.m. contest, we thought it was all over, but looking at the 5 p.m. contest, it seems to have more of the supporters coming here to watch this crucial fixture between Ebbeh Gii and Maccassa.
Yes, very well, because this fixture is a very big game. Whoever watches football in Serekunda East will be hoping to making sure that they witness these two teams play, because those that were here at 3 o'clock, they wouldn't want to go home. Most of them will try to stay and then witness the encounter that both sides will have for them, because these are two very big sides. When you talk of that the Maccassa side, the records will tell you they are the second most decorated team in addition to Rangers when it comes to Serekunda East football, and then the number of trophies that they have won here. They are also a team that have produced a lot of players. You know, the Watermans here. Waterman was one of the key players here for this side. Abdurrahman Damfa Del Piru was one of the players that was produced by this Maccassa side. So it's a very big side, and then that of the Ebbeh Gii side also is a very big team. So those that were here at 3, most of them wouldn't want to go home, because it's a team. When you talk of Maccassa, it's a team that is here in Fajikunda and then Fajikunda and Latrikunda. So for that of the Ebbeh Gii side, they are in between Fajikunda and also Talinding. So you can see, these two teams are hail from the same neighborhood. They are very close to one another. So it's a derby game. So this is why you have seen this number of fans here coming here, turn out in their numbers to making sure that they witness the entertainment that both teams will have for them in this crucial fixture here.
Thank you very much, Kemokanyi. That's a call for a foul. Central referee not the least interested. Maccassa picks possession through the number 18, who turns beautifully, more Lamin Jame. And Maccassa will now use the left side. You could hear those shouts coming from the support base of Maccassa. Maccassa Football Club deals the ball low. A wasted opportunity coming from the number 17 for Maccassa Football Club. Joseph Pereira should have done better for Maccassa Football Club. And Maccassa regained possession. Ball been cleared partially by Ebbeh Gii Football Club on the far side. The ball rolls out for a throw in from Maccassa, and the right wing back and number 6 will surely get this Alaji Nyang. Alaji Nyang gets that quickly. Player goes to ground for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and he's been rewarded by the central referee. And Ebbeh Gii Football Club will now benefit. Ebbeh Gii will play the ball back to the goalkeeper, Vensa Mendy. Vensa Mendy urges his players to move forward, launches the ball into the half of Maccassa, and the central defender and number 13 for Maccassa chases, this time the number 11 trying to control the ball. The ball is too strong for the number 11 for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, Ibrahim Sekan. And Sekan fails to control, and the ball rolls out for a goal kick to Maccassa Football Club. And it's going to be a goal kick for Maccassa Football Club, and their goalkeeper Aliou Jallow will get that. To the central defender and number 13 Modu Nicole. Left-footed drive into the center circle, a glancing header from the center forward. This time it's going to be a chase. Ebbeh Gii picks possession back to the goalkeeper Vensa Mendy. Venture to his central defender and number 6 for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, Mohamed Doumbouya. Doumbouya to Omar Dabo. Omar clears that ball desperately into the half of Maccassa, who heads the ball back to Ebbeh Gii's half. This time Maccassa will try to launch in a quick counter attack. Number 10 goes to ground, and he's been rewarded by the central referee. And the number 10 for Maccassa Football Club is Omar Jasi. And Omar is currently down, and we also have the player for Ebbeh Gii Football Club down. And Omar is back on his feet. We still have the player for Ebbeh Gii Football Club down, injured the number 6 and central defender Mohamed Doumbouya. And Mohamed is still protesting, but the central referee has the final say, and he has already given the advantage to Maccassa Football Club, and we have almost 5 players of Maccassa Football Club around the ball. Up to 6 of their players are currently around the ball, and we have to wait who will solely effect this delivery. We have 6 players of Maccassa Football Club around the ball. We have the number 17 and the number 5 being the likely candidate to take this. The number 17, Joseph Pereira. And we also have the central defender and number 13, Modu Nicole, around the ball. We also have the number 5 who is operating as the left wing back, Paseni Fai. And we already have 2 of the players now. It's going to be the team captain, Modu Nicole, central defender, or the number 17, Joseph Pereira, to take. As Ebbeh Gii Football Club have already assembled a 3-man wall. It's going to be a delivery for Maccassa Football Club. Can they get something here? Maccassa Football Club will try to get something. Ball being drilled low, blocked in there by the wall from the central defender Nicole. Ball being picked up there by the centre forward. It's going to be a chase for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And the number 7 on the far side, Musa Jao, is a tricky and a pacey player. Trying to dribble past his marker, goes to ground. No foul given by the central referee. Maccassa regain possession in their own half. Player dribble past one, still trying to move the ball forward. This time solid defensive work from Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and it's going to be an advantage to the boys in red, Maccassa Football Club. And the right wing back and number 6, Alaji Nyang, will now have the opportunity to effect this throw in. And Maccassa are being coached by Antuman Fall, whilst Keba Kujabe is the assistant to Antuman Fall for Maccassa Football Club. And Ebbeh Gii are under the watchful eyes of Zerom Jata, and Zerom is being assisted by Mod Lamin Dabo from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Indeed, a jam park, Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and it is the venue that is currently hosting the crucial fixture between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club in the Serekunda East Summer Nawettan. Ball being drilled into the area, partly cleared, ball being desperately cleared by Maccassa into the center circle. Ball being controlled beautifully. Maccassa regain possession in their own half, trying to move the ball from their half. Maccassa, they've been dispossessed. And the central referee has already given an advantage to Maccassa Football Club in their own half. And Maccassa will now have the opportunity to effect. And the central defender, number 13, Modu Nicole, will take this delivery. And we have seen a great fan base behind Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and the entire stands is all full to its capacity. The democracy end of the Serekunda East Mini Stadium full to its capacity, and it is definitely a green democracy base. And that's a foul as waved by the central referee, and it's going to be an advantage to Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and we believe that's going to be a yellow card. It's going to be a yellow card, as we have already seen the central referee pulling out a yellow card, and hopefully it's going to be dashed out to the number 4, Babukar Jase for Maccassa Football Club. And Jase received his marching orders from the central referee, and it's going to be an advantage. An advantage to Maccassa, to Ebbeh Gii Football Club rather. Advantage to Maccassa Football Club. Ebbeh Gii rather. Maccassa will now have the opportunity to defend this set piece. Indeed, at a promising position. 35 minutes into this contest, nothing separates these two. And this is the first half. It's 0 to Ebbeh Gii Football Club and 0 to Maccassa Football Club. Special thanks to all our followers that are currently watching us live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube. Those that are watching us on Facebook, kudos. And those that are also watching us on YouTube, a very big tab on your shoulders. Those in the Gambia, other parts of Africa, Europe and America, a very wonderful tab on your shoulder. Ball being drilled into the area, desperately headed out by the central defender number 15, Bademba Kamara from Maccassa Football Club. Ebbeh Gii regained possession once again. Takes that quickly. That's a push on the defender for Maccassa Football Club, and it's going to be an advantage for the boys in red, Maccassa. And the central defender will benefit. Maccassa Football Club. Maccassa will now have the opportunity. Gets that quickly. Ebbeh Gii benefits from a throw-in on the left side of the attack from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And in case you're just joining us, we're coming to you live from the SK East Mini Stadium and the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, to be precise. In case you're just joining us, we are coming to you live on LSTV on both Facebook and YouTube. At the commentary desk as usual, Parliament 40, Kemo Kanyi behind the camera is Osman and Nyeman Sata. Ball being drilled into the half of Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Maccassa picks possession, trying to move the ball forward. Number 8 picks possession for Maccassa, looking to penetrate here. Gets the ball into the 18. Ball being chested down. Easy time for the goalkeeper Vensa Mendy. And that was definitely a weak effort from Maccassa Football Club, and Vensa dived to his left to gather that ball with ease, and there is a player down injured for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and the medics are already on the pitch trying to give medical attention to the player in question for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And it has been a great game between Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Indeed, this is a derby, as Ebbeh Gii and Maccassa will all want to go home as the winner of this contest. It wouldn't be an easy task. It's already a first game victory for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and Maccassa are playing their first game. Maccassa will also want to go home as the winner of this contest in their first outing as far as this year's Serekunda East Summer Nawettan is concerned. And they are in the same group with Ebbeh Gii, Bantaba, Jola Kunda and New Germany. 5 teams in this group, and Ebbeh Gii have already had a victory in their first outing. And in the 3 p.m. game, we've also seen Bantaba having a 1-0 victory over Jola Kunda. And Maccassa will also want to have a perfect start as far as this year's Serekunda East Mini Stadium, Serekunda East Summer Nawettan is concerned, with a comfortable victory against Ebbeh Gii. And at the SK East Mini Stadium, it's currently a barren scoreline between Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And it is all coming to you live from LSTV1, Parliament 40 behind the commentary decks, and Kemo Kanyan behind the camera is Osman and Nyeman Sata. Ball being taken quickly, Ebbeh Gii on the left side now. The player will try to use his pace. Ball being desperately cleared by the central defenders. Not a great one. Ebbeh Gii regained possession on the left side now. Gets the ball to the number 5 who controls that ball beautifully. Edmond Mendy for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. That's a toshul. Maccassa picks possession in their own half. They will now use the right side now. The number 7 will chase, trying to dribble past his marker. Succeeds, trying to turn. Maccassa floats the ball into the center of the pitch. Ball being chested down. The number 8 trying to reconnect the center forward. Not a great one. Ebbeh Gii regained possession. Whips the ball forward. Ball being chested down. This time Maccassa. Player goes to ground. Central referee waved in for a play on advantage. Maccassa chases. Ball being too strong. And the ball is definitely strong for the advancing player Paseni Fai. And ball being taken quickly. Ebbeh Gii trying to move the ball forward. A tussle between the left wing back Fai, who drills the ball. Not a great one this time around from Maccassa Football Club, as the player tries to reconnect the center forward and number 10 for Maccassa Football Club, Omar Dabo. And the ball is too strong for Dabo Omar, and it's going to be an advantage. Omar Jase Rada for Maccassa Football Club, and this time it's a throw in for Ebbeh Gii. Ebbeh Gii gets that low. Maccassa clears that ball low. This time ball being picked up there by Omar Jase. Maccassa in the half of Ebbeh Gii. Player goes to ground, and that's an infringement. The central referee on spot and waved in for a foul in favor of Maccassa Football Club, and the player who is currently down back on his feet is the number 8 Mohamed Kamara for Maccassa Football Club, and Maccassa are dressed in their red colors, whilst Ebbeh Gii in a mixture of black and yellow colors. This time Maccassa regained possession quickly. Ebbeh Gii trying to defend that. This time that's a foul as waved by the central referee. An advantage for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, coming to you from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and we have exhausted the entire minutes of the first half as the assistant referee on the far side, the 4th assistant referee, has already put up 2 minutes of additional time in the first half between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club. Ebbeh Gii and Maccassa needs to score in 2 minutes, or else they will be going back to the dressing room with a 0-0 scoreline. Kemo Kanyi, we have under 2 minutes before the central referee and his team will bring an end to the first half here in the game between Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club.
It's a great game, a great display in the first half here between these two giants of Serekunda East. So, I mean, Ebbeh Gii would want to make 2 out of 2 wins out of this particular group stage, while that of the Maccassa side will want to make it so that they win the first game of this particular encounter. And then this is what is making the game very, very difficult. Ebbeh Gii will want to strengthen their position by winning, while Maccassa as well will also want to make it so that they level on points. They are level on points with this Ebbeh Gii side and together with Bantaba after winning this particular game. So let's see what happens here. But the game is still very much alive. The first half is almost an end. It's almost drawing to an end, while that of we have another second 40 or 45 minutes to be played here at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. I believe we are going to witness at least a goal into this particular encounter, if not two. But I believe one of the sides here will be able to win this particular game. I'm not foreseeing a draw here, but what I can see here, I believe one of the sides here will be able to win this particular game before the ending of this 90 minutes part.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi, and back to the live commentary from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And the Serekunda East Mini Stadium is located in Talinding, Serekunda, and it is the venue that is currently hosting this crucial fixture between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa in the Serekunda East Summer Nawettan. There we go. It is half time from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and the first half has just ended. Ebbeh Gii Football Club nil, Maccassa Football Club nil, and at the commentary decks it has been Parliament Fati, Kemo Kanyi, and behind the camera is Osman and Nimas Atacham. We're also going to have 15 minutes of rest, and we will be back for the continuation of the live commentary in the second half. Until then, we are off for a half-time break, and we'll be back in the next 15 minutes. And welcome back for the continuation of the live commentary from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium after the 15 minutes of break between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa in the Serekunda East Summer Nawettan. And it is a crucial fixture between these two sides, and the first infringement awarded to Maccassa Football Club, and the number 18 goes to ground, and he's been rewarded by the central referee Lamin Jame, and this time it's an advantage to Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And Ebbeh Gii will now have the chance to effect that set piece in the center circle, and Ebbeh Gii are currently dressed in black and yellow shirts, black shorts and black socks, and they will now use the left side of the attack now. This is the pacey and tricky player. Dribble pass one, floats the ball into the area. Ball being cleared by Maccassa. Maccassa will try to launch in a quick counter attack, this time on the right side of the attack. Player stumbles, and no foul given by the central referee, and it's a throw in to Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and the left wing back and number 12 will get this. Ibrahim Sane, this time a header from Maccassa, another header from Ebbeh Gii Football Club into the half of Maccassa. It's solid defensive work by Maccassa from the central defender and number 15 Bademba Kamara, who doubles as the team captain for Maccassa Football Club. And this time around, Ebbeh Gii will be kicking from our right to left from our commentary decks, whilst Maccassa kicks from our left to right. And the final ball or final touch on the player of Ebbeh Gii and Maccassa benefits in their own half. Maccassa with a throw in back to the right wing back, who controls that ball beautifully, floats the ball forward for the forward to chase. It's going to be a chase for the number 7, who had a touch on the ball, trying to dribble past his marker, still trying to pass his marker, floats the ball on the far side. Maccassa will chase still again. Macassa's number 10 Omar Jassy controls that ball beautifully on the left side of Macassa's attack. He's having it tough against the right wing back for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Still Maccassa drills the ball to the advancing number 5 and left wing back. Great control Maccassa, who will surely want to get something here, and you could hear those claps coming from their supporters from the democracy end of the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Ball being chipped into the 18. A header straight into the gloves of Vincent Mendy in goal for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and he seems not to be happy, asking his players to double up. Vincent Mendy, the goalkeeper, physically built-up goalkeeper for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, dressed in his green colors, urges his central defenders to move forward. If we are into the first minutes of this second half here at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, Omar Dabo is the central defender for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and Ebbeh Gii will try to move the ball forward into the center circle this time. An advantage to Ebbeh Gii, as the central referee has already given a foul to Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Omar Dabo, central defender, to take this for the boys in yellow and black, Ebbeh Gii. Omar launches in a long one, a strong header from Maccassa. Ebbeh Gii regain possession to the center of the pitch. This time the team captain, not a very good one. Maccassa picks possession quickly. Maccassa trying to have their way out, drills the ball low to the advancing player. Solid defensive work from the central defender of Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Currently down, but the central referee is in the least interested. He waved in for a play on, and it's going to be an advantage for Maccassa Football Club, and the right wing back and number 6 Alaji Nyang will solely effect this throw in. And they have on the right side of the attack, and Ebbeh Gii will now have the opportunity to get this. Ebbeh Gii are currently on 3 points after having a victory over Jola Kunda in their first game, whilst Maccassa will be hoping to have a victory against Ebbeh Gii in their first outing. Ebbeh Gii is playing the second game, whilst Maccassa having the first. Ball being drilled forward, trying to get the ball forward on the far side for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Macassa's central defender and number 5 on the defensive mission, Edmond. The number 5, Paseni 5 for Maccassa, clears that ball desperately, quickly taking Ebbeh Gii. And the flag of the assistant referee is already raised against Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and the player seems not to be happy, but the assistant referee's flag has been raised against him. Indeed, an electric moment from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. We have indeed a colorful fan base behind Maccassa and also Ebbeh Gii Football Club. I think we definitely love what we are seeing at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, as the field is full to its capacity. This is Ebbeh Gii now, trying to move the ball forward. Ebbeh Gii, they're going to have that tough against Maccassa. Ebbeh Gii picks possession, not for too long. Maccassa regain possession. Player goes to ground. That's a foul. Is that going to be a yellow card for Omar Dabo? Anyway, let's wait and see what the central referee will do. The yellow card is already out, and hopefully Omar Dabo will get himself into the book of the central referee after that reckless challenge on the number 18 for Maccassa Football Club, who is currently down, Modlamin Jame. Modlamin Jame, 18, is currently down, and Omar Dabo, central defender and number 15 for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, will surely have himself in the book of the central referee. No doubt, central referee dashes out a yellow to Omar Dabo, and Omar is still having a word with the central referee, and it's an advantage to the boys in red, Maccassa Football Club. I was going to say Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and this time it is Maccassa Football Club to benefit from a set piece, inches of the center circle. Maccassa Football Club against Ebbeh Gii Football Club from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Kemo Kanyi, we have seen the commencement of the second half. Both sides picked it from where they left it, eyeing for a victory from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Is it going to be either Ebbeh Gii Football Club or Maccassa? Is still in the balance, but hopefully we might see a winner. If they can't have a winner, we will surely have them sharing the spoils from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium.
Yes, very well, but it has to be that one of the sides must win, otherwise it has to be 1-1 point which both sides will be settling on. So, but it is a more aggressive second half than compared to that of the first half. You have seen the game has been more aggressive, more attacking football, more attacking force has been shown by either of the sides here than that of the first half. First half is a bit slower than this particular second half here. When they come into the second half, we have seen a more tense game, a more fighting spirit here, more spirit for each of the sides here to want to win this particular encounter. But it is a very, very important game for either of the sides. When first game is very, very important, in as much as it is important for that of the Maccassa side, it is also important for the Ebbeh Gii side, who have already won their first game. But coming into this one, I believe Maccassa, for them, if a win would be very, very good for them, because when they win, they will level on point with this Ebbeh Gii side. But Ebbeh Gii, if they did not win and settle for this draw here, then it has to be they will be still leading the table by 4 points. So I believe that the draw here will be more celebrated by the Maccassa side, by the Ebbeh Gii side than that of the Maccassa side. But we have seen a more tense second half when compared to that of the first half. We have seen as the game started, we have seen both sides have been pushing very hard to make sure they break the deadlock, but it is not possible for either of the sides yet. But I believe we will be able to witness a goal here before the ending of this regular 90 minutes here.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. A quick counter attack for Maccassa Football Club, and the ball is blocked to touch, and it's going to be a corner for Maccassa Football Club, and that was coming from the pacey number 7 for Maccassa Football Club, Mohamed Jobate. And there we go, quickly taking. It's already Ebbeh Gii in their own half, trying to clear their line. Player goes to ground, and that's going to be an advantage to Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Advantage Ebbeh Gii. Goalkeeper Vensa Mendy is currently receiving the ball of the area, and Vensa is indeed a physically built-up goalkeeper for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and Vensa will surely look for options. Is it going to get to the central defender, or Vensa is going to take the ball himself? Vensa Mendy gets that ball, not a very good one. Mal control from the number 10 Omar Jase from Maccassa Football Club. Not a great control from Jase. Maccassa regain possession to the center circle. This time Ebbeh Gii. Ebbeh Gii squares the ball on the left side. This time to the pacey number 7. Maccassa regain possession once again. It's the number 17 into the center of the pitch, who squares the ball to his fellow player. Launches the ball forward. Omar Dabo on a defensive mission for Ebbeh Gii. And Maccassa will allow the ball to roll down for a throw-in on the far side, and Maccassa will benefit. Number 6 and left wing back Alaji Nyang will take this for Maccassa Football Club, and it's going to be number 10 is off for Maccassa Football Club, and the number 10 for Maccassa is Omar Jase, and he's been replaced by the center forward and number 9. Maccassa introduced fresh leg. There we go. Maccassa picks possession. They're trying to unlock the defense of Ebbeh Gii Football Club. It's going to be indeed a great second half between Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Omar Dabo launches the ball into the half of Maccassa. Ball being headed down. Great control Maccassa, who picks possession once again. Maccassa not for too long. This time Ebbeh Gii regain possession, trying to use the left side or right side of the attack. Ebbeh Gii squares the ball forward. It's going to be a chase for the centre forward. And the number 15 and central defender, Badembo Kamara, who doubles as the team captain, goes to ground. And he's been rewarded by the assistant referee on the far side. And it's going to be an advantage for the boys in red Maccassa Football Club at an electric Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And we are definitely loving whatsoever we are seeing coming from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, as this mini stadium is full to its capacity in the 5 p.m. game between Maccassa Football Club and Ebbeh Gii Football Club. All coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and the game is live on LSTV on both Facebook and YouTube. At the commentary desk, Palamin Fatih Mukani, and behind the camera is Osman and Nyiman Satacham. And that's going to be an advantage awarded to Maccassa Football Club, and Maccassa will benefit from a set piece at a Jam Park Serekunda East Mini Stadium. We have an electric fan base behind Maccassa, and also another electric fan base behind Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Maccassa deals the ball into the half of Ebbeh Gii Football Club. A header from the new entrant and centre forward. The final touch on the centre forward and the new entrant for Maccassa Football Club, who is currently leading the line. Omar Dabo launches the ball forward for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. That's a collision between the two players of Ebbeh Gii Football Club. A collision from the two players of Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and the medics are already on the pitch at Al Jam Park Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And special thanks to all those that are currently watching us live on LSTV from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, live on LSTV on both Facebook and YouTube. It is indeed a Jam Park Serekunda East Mini Stadium. It looks like a final anyway. Not a final, it is a group game for Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club. Ebbeh Gii in their second outing, whilst Maccassa are out for their first outing as far as this year's Serekunda East Summer Nawettan is concerned. The player is currently receiving medical attention from the medics, and the player in question is a player for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And we just hope that the injury isn't a serious one. The player is still receiving medical attention from the medics, and we are also seeing almost 4 players for Ebbeh Gii Football Club warming on the far side, and already we have seen an early substitution coming from Maccassa Football Club after substituting Omar Jashe, who has been replaced by Yaya Njai as the centre forward for Maccassa Football Club. And Yaya is currently leading the line for Maccassa, a tall, lanky centre forward for Maccassa Football Club, and he's been reintroduced in the second half. In the very first minutes of the second half from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and the player, no troubles, back on his feet. The player is back on his feet. Play resumes. A header from Maccassa. Maccassa will now use the right side of the attack. Mohamed Jobate going against the defenders of Ebbeh Gii. This time the number 6, who tries to dribble past his marker, stumbles, mal-control, and hands the ball to Ebbeh Gii. And this time the final touch on the player for Maccassa, and Ebbeh Gii will benefit from a throw-in in their own half. And Ebbeh Gii are currently playing Maccassa. Kicks from our right to left from our commentary decks. Indeed, at an electric Serekunda East Mini Stadium, Jam Park Mini Stadium, Serekunda East of Talinding, Serekunda, and it is the venue currently hosting the crucial Serekunda East Summer Nawettan fixture between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club. Ebbeh Gii and Maccassa are definitely household names as far as Serekunda East Summer Nawettan is concerned, and Maccassa is one of the most decorated football clubs in the Serekunda East Summer Nawettan. There we go. Maccassa picks possession, flows the ball into the half of Ebbeh Gii. Solid defensive work from Ebbeh Gii, and it's going to be a corner. Maccassa benefits, and the number 7 will surely take this corner. Mohamed Jobate for the boys in red, Maccassa Football Club. Maccassa Football Club continues to pile pressure on Ebbeh Gii since the commencement of the second half. Kemokani, I think we have seen a better second half coming from Maccassa. I think something must have worked out well for them during the half time. Ball been drilled into the area, straight into the gloves of the physically built up goalkeeper Vensa Mendy. Things are definitely working well for Maccassa Football Club since the commencement of the second half came on.
Yes, in the first half you have seen more of the pressures is coming from that of the Ebbeh Gii side, but in the second half, since the commencement of this particular half, you have seen Maccassa improving on their first half performance and then pressurizing this Ebbeh Gii side. You can see the number of corners that they have won here. That alone is a testimony to the game that they are currently enjoying here against this side here. So it's a very brilliant game for the Maccassa side. As of now, they are pushing very hard onto this particular Ebbeh Gii side so that they will be having their lead. I believe when they were in the technical in the dressing room, the message that will pass to them is that let's push out onto them, let's go onto them, because we have been able to defend the whole of the first half and then not conceding any goal. So why not we go all out on them and try to score, because Ebbeh Gii can settle for this draw and they will still maintain the top spot of the group, while that of the Maccassa side, when they drew this, of course they will be on the third place, because another team is yet to play, while that of the Jorakunda side is currently at the bottom of the table after losing 2 of their consecutive games. So Maccassa will want to win. This is why they are coming up more on this particular Ebbeh Gii side, so that they will be able to register a goal in their name, and if they did so, I believe it's going to be very good for them, because one would not be surprised if you see Maccassa scoring a goal here in this second now that they are the team that is creating more goal scoring opportunities. They more of the attacks onto the part of the Ebbeh Gii side. So when they take the lead here before the end of this regular minutes that is to be played here, having and their front players, they are having very quick players in their front that can trouble their defense line. So I believe they are very much aware of that one too. But the best way to defend against the team is to attack onto them very well, and I believe Maccassa is doing that job here very well in this second half.
Thank you very much, Kim Ukani, and back to the live commentary. It's a tussle between the central defender Omar Dabo and the centre forward, and already an advantage is being given to Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and Ebbeh Gii will now have the opportunity to benefit from a set piece deep in their own half, and the central defender will surely get this. Omar Dabo is back on his feet and he will surely deliver this effort. Omar Dabo launches the ball long and high, one into the half of Maccassa. Ball being headed. Maccassa, great control. The central midfielders squeeze the blade to the right side now, and it's going to be a chase. Ebbeh Gii picks possession to the pacey number 7, Musa Jao. Musa is another tricky and pacey player. Chips the ball into the area. Great control by the number 11 for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Trying to dribble past his marker, and solid defensive work Maccassa. Maccassa picks possession in their own half. Trying to move the ball forward. Maccassa not for too long, and this time it's going to be an advantage for Ebbeh Gii, who controls that ball beautifully. Ebbeh Gii will now use the left side of the attack. This time it is Jao who moves the ball forward, block in there. And that's a knock on the player. I think the central referee didn't see that. But anyway, Jao controls that ball beautifully. Trying to dribble past his marker. Still going. Omar Jao goes to ground. And the central referee waved in for a goal kick instead of a corner. It's going to be a goal kick to Maccassa Football Club. And Maccassa are dressed in their colorful red colors. Red jerseys. Red swords and a mixture of white and red socks, whilst Ebbeh Gii in their colorful black and yellow swords, black swords and black socks. And the goalkeeper for Maccassa Football Club, Aliu Jao, urges his central defenders to move forward. Jao in his green colors launches the ball forward into the half of Ebbeh Gii Football Club. A header, not a great one from Ebbeh Gii. Maccassa regain possession through the number 7, who will try to dribble past his marker. This time back to the right wing back. Ball being too strong for the right wing back, and number 2 for Maccassa Football Club. And the right wing back is the number 2 for Maccassa. And Maccassa will try to clear their line. Not the number 2 and the number 6, the right wing back, Alaji Nyang. And Maccassa is being penalized by the central referee, and Ebbeh Gii benefits from a set piece. Ebbeh Gii will now rely on the left wing back and number 12 to effect this delivery, Ibrahima Sane. Ibrahima is operating as the left wing back for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and Ibrahima will solely deliver this. We have a crowded 18-yard area for Maccassa Football Club in trying to defend this set piece. Ball been drilled, long and high one, into the half of Maccassa Football Club, and the central defender will solely guard that ball up the area, and a goal kick to Maccassa Football Club. And Maccassa are currently playing from our right to left, from our left to right rather, from our commentary index, whilst Ebbeh Gii kicks from our right to left. It has been an electric scene from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and a great fan base behind Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And these two sides are definitely household names as far as Serekunda East Nawettan is concerned. And in this contest, it is Ebbeh Gii Football Club against Maccassa Football Club, and Ebbeh Gii are in the same group alongside Maccassa, Bantaba, Jola Kunda and New Germany in the same group. And it is the first game for Maccassa, whilst the second for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Ball being drilled though, Jao heads the ball to the advancing player. This time Maccassa picks possession in their own half. The number 7, great control, Maccassa Football Club, Mohamed Jobate. Mohamed squares the ball to the center forward. And the player is being penalized by the assistant referee's flag, Yaya Njai. And Yaya seems not to be happy with that decision from the assistant referee. And you could hear those protests coming from the supporters of Maccassa Football Club. And they are definitely in need of a breakthrough. We will solely have a winner here. It is either going to be Ebbeh Gii Football Club or Maccassa Football Club, or they will definitely share the spoils. If they can win or get a winner, or if we can get a winner, they will solely share the spoils. The goalkeeper, Vincent Mendy, to his central defender and number 6, Ebbeh Gii, Mohamed Dumbuya. Mohamed launches the ball forward. This time it is Ebbeh Gii now who tries to move the ball forward on the left side now. The final touch on the player for Maccassa Football Club, and Ebbeh Gii will benefit. It has been a difficult game between Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club. These two clubs are very close neighbors, and they wouldn't want to lose against each other. And the flag has been raised against Jao. Musa Jao is the forward for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and it's going to be another substitution. The number 7 is coming off for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and the number 7 is Musa Jao. Musa Jao. And Musa Jao is going off. Jao Musa is going off and will be replaced by the number, I think we have to confirm that. That's the number 10 for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. We have to confirm that shortly. But the player moving out is Musa Jao, and he's been replaced already. He's been replaced by the number 10 for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Ebbeh Gii also trying to introduce fresh legs as far as this contest is concerned. It is a crucial fixture between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club. Not a very good one from Maccassa central defender and team captain Bademba Kamara. And it's a throw-in for Ebbeh Gii at an electric and a jam park Serekunda East Mini Stadium in the heart of Talinding, Serekunda. Osenu Gajigo is the latest player introduced by Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Ebbeh Gii trying to get something here. The final touch on the player for Maccassa, and Ebbeh Gii benefits from another throw-in. Quickly taking player goes to ground, central referee, not the least interested. And this is Maccassa in their own half, trying to launch in a quick counter-attack. Omar Dabo defends that ball beautifully for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Maccassa will use the left side now. Maccassa on a defensive mission, clears that ball. Too strong for the offensive players to control, and the ball went out of play for a throw-in, and Ebbeh Gii Football Club benefits. Indeed, at a lively Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and special thanks to the entire management and staff of Serekunda East Sports Development Organization for getting us another incredible Serekunda East Summer Nawettan. And indeed, at an electric scene from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. The fan base is just exceptional. The fan base is just exceptional. The fan base behind Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii. There we go. Ebbeh Gii or Maccassa this time around picks possession. Great control by the number 17 for Maccassa Football Club, Joseph Pereira. Joseph back to the central defender and team captain. This time, Ebbeh Gii regain possession, not for too long. And it's going to be an advantage to Maccassa Football Club. And it's a throw in, the right wing back, and number 6 will take this Alaji Nyang for Maccassa Football Club. And in case you're just joining us, this is the live commentary coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And it is the Serekunda East Summer Nawettan crucial fixture between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club. And the game is live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium and live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube. But the commentary decks as usual. Palamin Fati, Kemo Kanyi behind the camera, Osman and Nyimansara. This time it's going to be a counter-attack for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. They will use the right side to penetrate. Ebbeh Gii floats the ball now. It's going to be some defensive work for Maccassa. Still Ebbeh Gii Football Club, who picks possession to the center of the pitch. Number 8 squares the ball this time to the right side now. Ebbeh Gii, great control, trying to get something now. Floats the ball into the area. Bademba heads the ball out for Maccassa Football Club. Maccassa trying to get something. This time it's the number 8 who dribbled past one. The second one, looking for something here. Still looking for more. He will use his space to outpace his marker. It is the number 7 for Maccassa Football Club, Mohamed Jobate. Mohamed struggles, goes to ground this time around. And he's been penalized by the central referee and the central defender and number 4, Omar Dabo. Just there on time for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Ball been cleared. Ebbeh Gii looking for a quick one now. Gets the ball forward. This time into the gloves of the custodian Aliu Jallo. And Aliu is dressed in his colorful green colors for Maccassa Football Club. Indeed, Maccassa is a household name when it comes to Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And they are playing their first game against Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And whilst Ebbeh Gii are playing their first against Maccassa Football Club. Kemo Kanyi, we talked about the fan base here, and I think Serekunda East Mini Stadium is one of the best, if not the best, when it comes to the fan base. Looking at the fan base right from the 3 p.m. game, coming down to the 5 p.m. game, I think everything has been electric here at the SK East Mini Stadium.
Yes, very well. When you go to the football ground and you are being entertained, so you will always want to be there. And I believe whoever is used to watching football in Serekunda East will be always willing to come to the park and then watch football there. Remember, I was living around this vicinity. I live in Fajigunda, where Bandaba used to be the best team from that end, and then we are always at the park here to making sure that we receive the best of entertainments from the talents that will be showcased in the Nawettan zone, so in the Serekunda East Nawettan zone. So I believe this is why we have seen so many fans pile up here in their like numbers to making sure they witness this beautiful game that Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii will be giving them today. I believe whoever is watching this game here wouldn't regularly paying their $50 or $30 to watch this particular encounter. It's a very, very good encounter. So I believe the fans here are all entertained maximally. That is something that have brought them here. I believe they have seen that. The only thing that is lacking, I believe, is the goal now. But let's see whether we are going to see at least a goal here. At first, I was saying, I mean, it has to be one of the sides must win this particular game, but it's proven very, very difficult as the time moves nearer to the end. So let's see whether any of the sides will be able to win this particular encounter, or are we going to see these two sides here settling for a draw here remains the question. But it has been a very, very beautiful encounter, and also this is one of the key factors that will be bringing fans here to making sure that they come out in their large numbers and then witness this beautiful football that is being showcased by both of these sides here.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. And back to the live commentary from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in the crucial fixture between Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Maccassa Football Club. And it is all coming to you live from the SK East Mini Stadium and live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube. And the commentary decks as usual. Palamin Fati, Kemo Kanyi, and behind the camera is our ever-present Osman and Nyimansara Cham. And it's an advantage for Maccassa, who launches the ball forward. The new entrant and tall lanky centre forward, Yayan Jai. It's been penalized by the central referee. Advantage Ebbeh Gii. Ebbeh Gii Football Club will benefit from this, gets that quickly. And they will use the left side of the attack. Player goes to ground once again. And he's been rewarded by the central referee. Ebbeh Gii picks possession through the number 5. And they will now use the left side of the attack. This time, not a very good one from the left wing back for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and the ball rolls out for a goal kick. And we already have 4 players warming up for Maccassa Football Club as they prepare to introduce fresh legs. And you could see the head coach for Maccassa Football Club, Antuman Fall, protesting, asking his goalkeeper to get the ball forward. And Maccassa into the center of the pitch now. Can they get something here? Ball being headed out. This time it's the number 7 who plays the ball back to the right wing back. Great interchange of passes between the players of Maccassa Football Club. Player stumbles, hands the ball to Ebbeh Gii this time around. Another player goes to ground, this time a foul being awarded to Ebbeh Gii Football Club by the central referee. And the central referee this time awards an infringement. Central referee has already given an advantage to the boys in black and yellow. Ebbeh Gii Football Club and Ebbeh Gii playing from our right to left from our commentary decks, whilst Maccassa now kicks from our left to right. Not a very good one from the goalkeeper, Jerome Jata. Vincent Mendy rather, the head coach is Vero. Vincent Mendy, and we have already played 30 minutes into the second half, and nothing separates these two. The score remains Ebbeh Gii Football Club 0, Maccassa Football Club 0. And we are coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and we are live on LSTV on both Facebook and YouTube. And you can easily watch this game live on either on Facebook or YouTube. The easiest thing that you can do is just have a click of the button LSTV1 live on Facebook and YouTube. You will be able to game this watch live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium to see all the interesting scenes from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium coming from the supporters of Maccassa Football Club and also the supporters of Ebbeh Gii Football Club and also the neutrals fans as they have piled in here to watch this crucial fixture between Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium and live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube. It's an advantage Maccassa. Not a very good one from the central defender Maccassa Football Club, and Ebbeh Gii will benefit from a throw in on the far side. Just away from the dividing line, quickly taking Ebbeh Gii. A Toshul player for Maccassa goes to ground, rewarded by the central referee, and Maccassa will benefit from this. And Maccassa will now get the ball from their own half into their oppositions. It has been a difficult game between Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And in this contest, we either have to get a winner or they will solely share the spoils. It's either going to be Maccassa or Ebbeh Gii, or they will solely share the spoils. It's a first game for Maccassa, whilst a second for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And the first game for Ebbeh Gii Football Club was a 4-2 victory over Jola Kunda, who also lost to Bantaba 1-0 in the 3 p.m. game. Ball being cleared, not a great one from the central defender Bademba. Ebbeh Gii regained possession on the left side now, right side of the attack. This time, ball been picked up there by Ebbeh Gii. Solid defensive work Maccassa. Indeed an end-to-end contest between Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii. Ebbeh Gii or Maccassa hands the ball back to Ebbeh Gii Football Club, who tries to dribble past his marker, not for too long. Omar Dabo on a defensive mission, gets the ball back to the goalkeeper. Vensa drills the ball, not a great one. The number 7 will surely look for something here. Trying to get Vensa. And Vensa equal to the task. Vensa was definitely lucky. He must be very much lucky. That was going to be the opening goal from Maccassa Football Club. But Vensa was quick to act, and then he dived to his right left to palm away that ball, and it's going to be a corner. Kemo Kanyi, Vensa was definitely very lucky. That could have been 1-0 Maccassa.
Indeed, he was very lucky. Jobade has a very good vision in that particular end, but the ball went over him. He could not do anything about. He would have not done anything about that. But that was an erroneous mistake from him. I believe he would learn from that, the goalkeeper. But that would have been a 1-0 lead to the Maccassa side. Jobade was very much visionary at that particular point.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. Corner. Ball been drilled, but the flag of the assistant referee has been waved against Maccassa. An end-to-end contest between these two sides. As we move closer to the final minutes of this contest, we have already exhausted over 30 minutes in the second half, and nothing separates these two sides in Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii will surely want to have a victory, and if they can't have a victory, they must be content with a draw. Anyway, is it going to be a draw or a victory for Maccassa or Ebbeh Gii remains the question. A victory for them or any of the sides might be the biggest ambition. But if they can't get that, they will solely be content with a draw. Ball being headed back to the goalkeeper, Vensa Mendy. Vensa, the goalkeeper for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Wouldn't be in any hurry. Launches in a long and high one into the half of Maccassa. A header Not a great one. Ball being picked up there by the right wing back and number 6 Alaji Nyang, who gets the ball to the central defender and team captain Bademba Kamara. Maccassa regain possession or picks possession in the center circle. This time a great turn by the number 18 who goes to ground. And you could hear those claps and shouts coming from the democracy end of the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And these are the supporters of Maccassa Football Club who are giving a round of applause to the number 18 who turns beautifully Modlamin Jame. And Modlamin Jame goes to ground, awarded by the central referee with an infringement. There we go. It's going to be the right wing back. Ball being desperately cleared by the left wing back and number 12 Ibrahim Sane for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. It has been an end-to-end contest between these two sides and nothing separates these two as the score remains. Ebbeh Gii Football Club nil, Maccassa Football Club nil. Indeed, at an electric and a jam-packed Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And it is all coming to you live from Serekunda East Mini Stadium and live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube. At the commentary desk, Parliament Party, Kemo Kanyi, and behind the camera is Osman and Niman Serecham as usual. It's going to be another substitution. The number 11 is going off for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and the number 11 for Ebbeh Gii is Ibrahima Second. Second, Ibrahima is going off for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Ebbeh Gii up against Maccassa. Ebbeh Gii in their own half clears that ball. Great control, Ebbeh Gii. They will now use the left side of the attack. Ebbeh Gii hands the ball to the advancing player. This time ball being headed out. And the player is trying to block that ball and the ball rolls out for a throw in for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Ebbeh Gii gets that quickly. There we go. It's already a substitution being made. And solid defensive work by the team captain and central defender Bademba Kamara for Maccassa Football Club. And this time Ebbeh Gii picks possession. Not for too long. Ebbeh Gii regain possession. Totally defensive work Maccassa. And the right wing back and number 6 for Maccassa Football Club, Alaji Nyang, is being penalized. And he seems not to be happy with that decision from the central referee. But anyway, the central referee has the final say, and you could hear those shouts coming from the supporters of Maccassa Football Club. And Maccassa will now have some defensive work to do here. Ebbeh Gii will now benefit. Indeed, a busy technical bench for Maccassa Football Club as the head coach is there giving instruction to his players. Ebbeh Gii picks possession in the half of Maccassa. Maccassa this time clears that ball desperately, gets the ball to the center forward and number 9 Yayan Jai, who has been introduced in the second half. He's been introduced in the second half. It's going to be a substitution. Number 7 for Maccassa Football Club is now going off. Macassa's number 7 is Mohamed Jobate, and Jobate will be replaced by the number 2 shortly. It's a double substitution for Maccassa Football Club as they try to introduce fresh legs here. Anyway, it's still a barring scoreline from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in the Serekunda East Summer Nawettan, crucial fixture between Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club. This time to the new entrant who tries to dazzle and dribble past his marker. He will try to use his pace. The number 17 for Ebbeh Gii Football Club hands the ball to the number 19 and team captain. Floats the ball forward. Great control, Ebbeh Gii. Powered that ball straight into the gloves of the goalkeeper Alaji Jallo. Easy time for the goalkeeper Jallo for Maccassa Football Club. And Maccassa hands the ball to the central defender and number 13. Left-footed drive, long and high one to the center forward. This time Omar Dabo with a header. Great control Maccassa on the right side of the attack. Great interchange of passes for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. Player tries to turn, does that beautifully. Back to the advancing player. The final touch on the player for Maccassa, and this time around the central referee hands an infringement to Maccassa Football Club, and Maccassa will now benefit. Gets that quickly to the new entrant and number 4 who gets that ball quickly. Not the new entrant, Babukar Jasi has been in this game since the commencement of this game. Omar Dabo on a defensive mission heads that ball desperately. Omar Dabo is the central defender, one of the central defenders for Ebbeh Gii Football Club. It is indeed an electric scene from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and indeed a jam-packed Serekunda East Mini Stadium. 39 minutes unofficial from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium as far as the second half is concerned. From our commentary decks, we have already played 39 minutes unofficial. and nothing separates these two sides. The score remains Maccassa Football Club 0, Ebbeh Gii Football Club 0 from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. It has been a lively contest. Great turn from the number 17 Joseph Pereira from Maccassa Football Club, and you could hear those shouts and celebration from the supporters from the democracy end of the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And indeed, this is indeed a beautiful democracy for the Serekunda is democracy supporters. There we go. Ebbeh Gii in their own half. They will start the play in a slow motion. Launches the ball forward into the half. Bademba Kamara heads that ball desperately to the new entrant who controls that ball beautifully. Goes to ground. That's a collision to the center forward and new entrant for Maccassa Football Club. And this time Omar Dabo on a defensive mission. And Omar is asking his players to step up into the final moments of this contest from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And we can confirm from the commentary decks we have already exhausted 40 minutes into this contest, and nothing separates these two. And it is unofficial as the central referee and his team are with the official timing. Kemo Kanyi, we are moving closer to the end of this contest between Maccassa and Ebbeh Gii Football Club. And these two sides are struggling to find the back of the net. Are we going to see a dramatic goal, or are we going to see this game ending in a nil-nil scoreline? Is still the biggest question, but also the biggest ambition for both sides, for either Ebbeh Gii and Maccassa. Currently, we have exhausted 40 minutes and nothing separates these two games, Okanyi.
Yes, very well, Pa. This game is going to settle for a draw unless we see a dramatic late goal here between these two sides here. But solely the game is going to be end with this particular goal margin here in a nil-nil scoreline, because the time is almost ending here. But football is never over until the last whistle is gone. So let's see whether any of the sides here will be able to make a drama here before the end of the final minute part.
Thank you very much, Game Okanyi. Into the final minutes of this contest from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium and live on LSTV on both Facebook and YouTube. It's going to be a great chase for the centre forward and number 9 for Maccassa Football Club, Yaya Njai, and straight into the gloves of the goalkeeper Vensa Mendy. Gets that quickly, this time to the number 17 who has been introduced in the second half, and he's been rewarded by the central referee, and the player is Ibrahima Traoré. Ibrahima Traoré is the player for Ebbeh Gii Football Club, and it's going to be another substitution. The number 8 for Maccassa is going off, and he will be replaced by the number 14 shortly. Maccassa Football Club, the number 18 is going off. It's going to be a quick one. Ball being taken forward. There we go. Ebbeh Gii picks possession on the far side. Trying to move the ball forward. The final touch on the player for Maccassa Football Club, and Ebbeh Gii will now benefit from a throw-in into the final moments of this contest from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Are we going to see these two sides sharing the spoils? And there we go. It is full time from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and the game has just ended. Ebbeh Gii Football Club 0, Maccassa Football Club 0. And both sides have shared the spoils here from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And shortly before we go, we're just going to have a quick interview with a great supporter for Maccassa Football Club who has been with us during the course of the live commentary from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. First, he is going to introduce himself first. Sir, your good name first. Tell us who you are.
My name is Modula Minkoli. I'm the communication manager of Maccassa Football Club.
And communication manager, Maccassa Football Club. This has been a great game for Maccassa Football Club. Okay. Tell us a little history about Maccassa Football Club before coming into this game.
Yeah, Maccassa Football Club is a great football club which established in 1989 in Latrikunda, Ebbeh Gii. And it's a very big team that have great history, you understand, and it produced a lot of players like Umar Waterman Jase, you know, Abdurrahman Del Damfa, Pasuleman Baji, Lamin Saho, you understand, Bless Lama, you understand, Keba Kujabi, a lot of players that have done a great thing in the Gambian football.
Looking at this contest, you must have had a lot of preparations coming into this game, knowing fully well that Ebbeh Gii Football Club had a convincing win in their first outing. How prepared were you coming against Ebbeh Gii Football Club?
Yeah, I was very prepared, and secondly, this time I have lost 2 of my key players who have just an injury. And today, when they are in the game today, they could have been making a massive difference. So that's really give us a great setbacks.
The mobilization was just perfect. Looking at the presence of the supporters and also the fan base behind your team, that is Maccassa Football Club, is just top notch. How were you able to mobilize such a fan to come rally behind this team?
Yeah, Maccassa is a big team, as I tell you before. Because if you see people are rally behind us, we have been doing a lot. We are the second record holders in Serekunda East. And as I tell you before, we produce a lot of great players. You understand? For the Gambia, for the Gambia national team, the under-17. And we are really known for our great football, our magnificent great style of football, absolutely. So that's why many people are really rallying behind us, because they know our capability in terms of football in Serekunda East.
Points shared in your first game. How prepared are you going against your second game?
Yeah, my second game, I'm going to have another tough team called Bantaba, which is already leading the group with 6 points. But remember, it's Maccassa, we can come at any minute, any time, to top the pool again. Because Bantaba also it's a very big team. They one time won us in 2007 in the knockout cup final under the leadership of Coach Lamin Demba. But it doesn't matter, it's Maccassa. You understand? So we have to come back and strive hard, work hard again, and we win our remaining games.
How far do you expect Maccassa to go this far as this year?
Yes, I expect highly, because we have a lot of things. My coaches, my technical team, in their steadfastness also, in training my young ones, also developing them fully and preparing them fully. I'm 100% sure that this year we are going to attain something.
You must have some information that you want to share with the supporters of Maccassa Football Club. If you have anything to tell them, what is going to be your advice to them?
My advice is let them calm down and they keep on supporting the team. I can fully recall in our history in 2004 under the leadership of Coach Tutan, where we were able to win the first league. We lose our first game and we were able to win the league. And in 2007, we are able to also to go 2 finals, and we lose our first games against TK Snooker. So it doesn't matter. And this is a draw, so we can bounce back again, absolutely.
You must also have some other people in the diaspora that we are closely monitoring this game. Do you have any advice or do you have any information that you want to share with them, those living in the diaspora?
Yeah, as far as I'm going to thank Mr. Mahmoud Lamin Kamara alias Plus, a founding pillar of Maccassa, Yusuf Asanyang, you understand, Fode Nyanko, Habibu Thomas, you understand, Jumpa Jamme, you understand, and many Maccassa legends in the diaspora. Tutan Jase, the first coach to make Maccassa to clean its first ever cup trophy in 2004. I'm also thanking him, and also at the same time also thanking Lamin Demba also, who was one time a coach and make Maccassa to become the best Nawettan team so far in the history of the Gambia Nawettan competition.
Thank you very much, and thank you for speaking.
Thank you so much, LSTV, for covering
our game. Thank you very much. It has been Maccassa Football Club and Ebbeh Gii Football Club from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and it has just ended here. Maccassa Football Club nil, Ebbeh Gii Football Club nil, and this is where we're going to bring an end to the live commentary as far as this game is concerned. Until then, we are saying bye-bye from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. It has been Parliament Fati Kemo Kanyi, and behind the camera is our ever-present Osman and Nimasara Cham. Until then, bye-bye from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium.